Don't have to go far to find some magic this March. Harry Potter and the Cursed Child playing at the Fox Theater this week, and Joe Ripley caught up with a couple players from this area, Joe.
Yeah, and my spell still needs some work, but hopefully after talking with these two, magic is definitely in the air, and it's right here in Metro Atlanta. We're talking about Nia Vanessa McCullough and Adam Grant Morrison. They both, Dan, saw their first professional shows over at the Fox Theater in Atlanta. Now they're the ones getting all the praise and the attention, the applause. It is a full circle moment for these two, and they didn't need a time turner to experience it. Nia Vanessa McCullough followed her brother on stage, fell into acting, and fell in love with theater.
I was quite shy when I was a kid, and my parents wanted me to get out of my shell and get out of my bubble.
Growing out of her shell and into her own, she acted with Onstage Atlanta and starred in shows at the Paideia School. Then McCullough got whisked away into the wizarding world.
Physically, it is a very intensive show, so it feels like every night you're expending energy.
As Rose Granger Weasley, she's part of the flurry of spellbinding magical performances in Harry Potter and the Cursed Child playing at the Fox Theater, where McCullough's collected quite a few playbills from shows over the years.
The show is a magic show in the obvious way, but it's also a magic show in that it's a story about love and acceptance and growing up, being a young person and trying to find your place, and I think there is magic in that.
Adam Grant Morrison plays the main character, Albus Severus.
It's about, friendship and family and love and care and finding your place in the world, even when it feels kind of hard to be doing that.
The Woodstock native cut his chops at Creekview High School before acting on the same stage where he saw his first professional show.
I actually grew up and I was a huge fan of Harry Potter. My mom, the night before kindergarten, she decided we are done with little kid books. It is time for big kid books. And so our first big kid book was Harry Potter.
Now, Morrison sharing the magic in his hometown and sharing the stage with a fellow ATLian.
I am feeling like I'm in a very unique and special position to give back to a community that gave so much to me and is the reason that I'm here and did shape the actor that I am today.
And Harry Potter and the Cursed Child runs at the Fox Theater through Sunday, March 15th.
I'd love to see how they do some of the magic on stage.
I would love to too, but a magician never tells his secrets.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
There's a lot going on in this show. I got a chance to see it last week.
Okay.
And there are people flying out of fireplaces. They're going into bookcases. Sound effects, spells, you name it. This is a show that you really have to see to believe. The story, it could help if you know some background, but you don't necessarily need to know.
All right, gotcha. It's been a few years since I've read the books, but I think it would be enjoyable for anybody. And how enjoyable for these two local actors to be acting on stage at the Fox. Is there any greater local venue?
No. And, the first night of their performance, Dan, I spoke with both Adam and Nia, and they were like, we were sobbing. You think you have it all together, and then you expend all this energy for 3 hours. You finally get done with your first show in front of friends and family, and then the waterworks just flow. It was such an emotional, cathartic moment for those two. They had worked their whole lives, studied their craft, and developed it to get to go on this national tour and be right here at home in Atlanta. There's no feeling like it.
All right, Joe Ripley, great story. Thank you, sir.